representing India with the coach Subhash Rana. Here is Amir Ahmad Bhatt. On position I with a qualification score of 563. On position I, that is very interesting. He's representing the United States of America with a qualification score of 563. Marco Della Rosa. On position G with a qualification score of 564. Representing France with the coach Olivier Bianchi. Romain Ramalingon-Selmoutou. On position F with a qualification score of 566 points. He's representing the Ukraine with the coach Mikhailo Yankovoi. Here is Alexei Denisuk. On position E with a qualification score of 568 points. The woman here in the final represents Hungary with the coach Andrea Milgate. Here is Christina David. On position D with a qualification score of 571 points, representing the United States of America with the coach Brenda Silva, Yan Chao Gong. Position B with a qualification score of 571 points. He's also representing India with his coach JP Nautiyal Nihal Singh. And last but not least, on position A with a qualification score of 575 points, and the coach Siu Chun Cha. Here is Kim Chun Chuan. And the officials of this final will be Sergio Flores, Chile, our jury member in charge. And his assistant jury is Alfredo Aranguena, Peru. And now it's time for the commands, time for our CRO, the Chief Range Officer, Christian Bailly, France. And before he gives his command, I want to have your hands and your applause. Send them to the light. Give me your hands, come on, yeah, audience. Great.
Take your positions.
This is a good start in this final. I think your emotion for really...
Well, hello, you, whoever you are, wherever you are, you're very welcome
3 minutes time? No.
here at the WSPS World Championships Lima 2023. It is day one. This is our fourth final of the day. It is the P3 25-meter pistol SH1 event here at the Las Palmas Air Base in Lima. Big World Championships, 260 athletes from 54 countries doing battle for the medals, for the world champion status, and for Paris 2024 Paralympic quota places as well. We're going to talk about all of that in more detail in just a few moments, so don't you worry. My name is Jamie. I am your commentator for this final and all of the finals here at the 2023 Lima WSPS World Championship. As mentioned, it is the P3 mixed 25-meter pistol SH1 event. If you're new to the event, this is how it works. We will have 10 series of 5 shots with hit or miss scoring. 10.2 or more is counted as a hit. The first elimination will take place after Series 4, so that will be for 8th place, and that will continue after every series until we've had 10 and the gold medal has been decided. If we have a tie-break situation, then the athletes in that situation will fire additional tie-breaking series until the tie has been broken. It is a mixed event, so we have both genders represented. And in terms of the SH1, it does mean that the athletes generally have an impairment in their non-shooting arm or lower limbs, and like in an ISSF shooting event, one arm will be supporting them there. So you can see the athletes are lined up. 8 competing in this final here today. Now, in terms of those quota places that I mentioned,
how many males are in the final who could
we
get one?
have, for this event, 1 quota place for a male athlete, 2 for female athletes, and 1 gender-free quota place to distribute as well. There are, of course, some athletes who are not eligible for quota places. This is not a punishment. It's nothing personal to that athlete. It could be because they already have one, or their nation has already filled their quota limit for a certain event. So, the athletes who cannot or are not eligible for a quota place in this final includes Kim of Korea on firing point A, David of Hungary on firing point E, and also Denisuk of Ukraine on firing point F. We only have 1 woman in the final, which is Christina David of Hungary, who is not eligible anyway. So the 2 quota places for women have been distributed outside of the final from the qualifying results. So I believe that one of them has gone to Cuba with Yen Gliglad, Suarez, Echevarria, and also to Great Britain, courtesy of Izzy Bailey. So congratulations to Cuba and Great Britain. In terms of the final, we still have 2 to decide. So 1 for the men, but also, as we only have men remaining, the 1 free gender quota place will also go to a man. So the top 2 ranked athletes out of Nihal Singh of India, Gong of the United States of America, Selamutu of France, De La Rosa of USA, and Bhatt of India will take the quota places in this final. So, I think we've almost covered everything. Let's talk a little bit about the athletes competing in this final, because we have got a couple of world champions amongst them. We've got some competing in their first final at a world championship. So let's go through them. Starting at firing point A, we do have the defending world champion, no less, representing Republic of Korea. It is Kim Jong-nam, world number 1 as well. Firing point B, from India, it's the world number 3, Nihal Singh, placed 8th at the World Championships in Sydney 2019. 2 World Cup medals in Croatia this year. 5th place at the World Championships in Al Ain. So he's had a good year with those World Cup medals coming in Osijek. I mentioned the 8th place at the Sydney World Championships. That was actually for Gong of the USA, who is no stranger to this range in Lima, with 3 finals at the World Cup in 2021, a silver medal and 2 bronzes, one of those bronzes in this P3 event. We're getting closer to getting started in this final. Let me tell you about Christina David of Hungary on a firing point E, a bronze medal from the World Championships at Al Ain in the P2 event, and also in that event at the Tokyo Paralympic Games. She secured the bronze medal as well. Firing point F, we have the world number 5, Oleksiy Denisuk of Ukraine, fresh from the European Championships in Rotterdam, where he secured the bronze medal. World Championship silver from Al Ain last year, and he is the Sydney World Championship 2019 world champion as well. So 2 world champions competing in this final today. Firing point G, ready. Romain Ramalingam Selamutu of France, first final at a world championship, 4 finals at World Cups, including the Munich World Cup in 2022. Then on firing point I, we have Marco De La Rosa of the United States of America. Attention. First final at a World Championship, did make the final here at the World Cup in 2021, where he placed 8th. And finally, last but not least, the sighting shots have started, as you probably noticed. It's kind of loud. On firing point J, representing India, it's the world number 4, Amir Ahmed. That's actually his first final at a World Championship, according to my research. Does have P3 World Cup silver from this year in Osijek, Croatia. If you haven't noticed already, this is the loud one. And once the sighting shots are over, we'll be a step closer to this final, getting underway. If you've just joined us, it is the P3 mixed 25-meter pistol SH1 event. 10 series of 5 shots in total, hit or miss scoring. 10.2 or more counts as a hit. From Series 4, after Series 4, the eliminations will take place. So the first one after Series 4 for 8th place, and that will continue then after every series until we've had our 10 and the medals have been decided. A world champion has been crowned or recrowned. Quota places have been decided. Lots to come. The voice you can hear in the background is Philip. He is our announcer here in Lima, warming the crowd up for the P3 25-meter pistol SH1 event.
I think we need more applause later on when we go in the competition. So
the sun is coming out here in Lima. It was a very cloudy start to the day. I'd say around about an hour ago, the sun has started to poke through, and it seems to have settled now. I think we are in for a sunny rest of the day on this very busy opening day of the Lima 2023 WSPS World Championship. This is final 4 of 5 today. You can go back and watch the previous finals if you want to over on our various social media platforms, including the Paralympic Games YouTube channel. You will be able to rewatch the finals in all their glory. But of course, not yet, because we want you to stay here for this one. We're certainly in for a treat, I'm sure.
Earliest in that moment when everything is really clear.
Lima, if you did not know, was built on a desert, something I learnt arriving here for the first time. You wouldn't know it, you can't see any desert, but it's actually the second biggest desert city in the world after Cairo, Egypt. And it's squeezed between the Pacific Ocean and Andes Mountains and built over a desert. Nicknamed City of Kings, with a population of around 8.9 million, which the internet has reliably informed me is almost a third of the country's population. Right now we are focusing on 8 people competing in this final, which is about to get underway. Series 1.
Attention.
So 3 of our athletes getting off to a start with a hit start. Perfect start so far for Gong of the USA. 2 out of 2, same for Kim. Gong now with the perfect 3, Kim missing his last. First hit for Batfair of India.
Stop.
So there we go. Perfect 5 out of 5 for Gong of the United States of America. 5 hits. He is the leader in these early stages. Marco De La Rosa is in 8th place with 0 hits, but just 1 behind Bat and Zelamutu. They're both on 1. I mentioned Gom leading the way. It's a 1-hit lead over 3 athletes tied in 2nd place. Kim, Singh, David, they're on 4 hits each. Denny took 1 hit behind with 3 to his name. So we move on to the 2nd series now of 5 shots.
Next series, ready? Attention.
So Gong continues his fine start to this final. It's now 7 out of 7 for Gong. David's on 5, same as Singh, same as Kim. De La Rosa with a first hit as well. We did have a first miss for Gong there, but maybe just a blip. Followed it up with a hit.
Stop.
And a second hit as well. So Gong's total is 9, just one miss. De La Rosa getting his first hit on the table for this final. Let's take a look at the state of play so far. It is still De La Rosa in 8th place, just one behind the two athletes there. That was the previous table, it's just updated. De La Rosa though with one hit to make up on Salamutu of France, who's in 7th, who's 2 behind Bat there. Leading the way is Gong with 9, as I mentioned. 2 athletes tied in 2nd place, that's Kim and David. So it's looking close out there. We're halfway towards the first elimination.
So they have to fight. It begins right now with the 3rd 5-shot series. And here, big applause. Come on, audience.
Here we go then. Series 3 coming up now.
Next series, ready?
Here we go. So a big series for De La Rosa, who'll be looking to make ground up on the athletes ahead of him. Denny Suk with the only hit there at the start of Series 3. Gong and Singh now have a hit to their name in this series. Denny Suk a perfect 3 out of 3 so far in Series 3. Kim with his first hit, the defending world champion. First hit in this series.
Stop.
Okay, that's Series 3. No hits there for Bat of India, who's on a total of 4. It's still De La Rosa in 8th place, but still just 1 hit behind his closest rivals. There we go, as the table updates. So it's Bat and Salamutu 1 hit ahead of De La Rosa. They're on 4. Gong still leading the way. 3 ahead of Denny Suk in 2nd, who's 1 ahead of Kim and David. And then Singh is behind David there in the table. So, after this next series, the first elimination will take place unless we have a tie-break situation, of course. But this is where things start to move up a gear. We quickly start to lose finalists. 8th place, the first position to decide.
Come on, give them applause.
Marco De La Rosa of the United States of America currently in that position. First final at a World Championship. Not his first final here in Lima. Did make the final at the World Cup in 2021. Here we go, Series 4 for 8th place.
Attention.
Two athletes getting off to a good start with a hit there, Denny Suk and Gong. Denny Suk moving on to 9. Singh and Kim now off the mark in this series. De La Rosa has not hit one yet. Still no hit for De La Rosa in this series. But the same for Selamutu and Bat. They're just one hit ahead still. Still no hit for the three athletes there. In joint 6th and 8th. One hit separating them. Oh, and a hit for De La Rosa, but Selamutu and Bat also recording a hit. But we do seem to have had an issue there with Christina David of Hungary, who only recorded one shot there, which was the first shot, a miss, so that's being investigated now. But looking at Selamutu, De La Rosa and Bat, who we've been kind of focusing on with the first elimination taking place, De La Rosa did get that final hit that he really needed, being one behind Selamutu and Bat, trying to force a shoot-off, but Selamutu and Bat also hit their final shot there, their final target in Series 4, so it does look like Marco De La Rosa will leave the competition first in 8th place, but we still have to settle the series with Christina David. Chief Range Officer making some announcements. Sounds like Christina will be going again. Yep, on firing point E, Christina David of Hungary, currently on a total of 7 hits.
Attention.
And she gets that one to move on to 8. 3 more to go. Another hit. She moves on to 9. 2 more to go in Series 4. A miss there. She needs 1 more to move ahead of Singh and Kim, both on 9. And she gets it. Her total is 10. She moves up into 2nd place with that. But as mentioned, Series 4 does signal our first elimination. And it did come down to just 1 hit. Marco De La Rosa of the United States of America on the firing point I will take 8th place in this competition. Accepts the applause from the crowd here in Lima. First final at a World Championship, therefore his best to finish here in the P3 mixed 25-meter pistol SH1 event. So De La Rosa there, finishing on a total of 4. 1 short of Bat and Selamutu. Interesting situation there, of course. If it stays this way, we could have a shoot-off to decide the next elimination. Gong still leading the way. 3 hits ahead of David, who is sharing 2nd place with Denisuk. 1 ahead of Kim and Singh. But the eliminations keep on coming now. As I mentioned, we just keep increasing the speed. As another athlete will leave the competition after Series 5. 7th place will be decided. Selamutu and Bat currently sharing the danger zone.
Attention.
Selamutu with a hit, Bat with a miss, so Bat is currently the athlete to be eliminated. However, Bat now with a hit, Selamutu with a miss, so it's back level again between the 2 athletes, both on 6 hits each. No misses for Gong. Still no misses for Gong, taking his total up to 16. A miss for Bat and also for Selamutu there. First hit for David in this series. No change between Selamutu and Bat, still tied on 6. 1 more shot now in Series 5. Still no change between the two athletes. They are both on 6 hits each. So it does mean we have another tie-break situation. It's Ramalingam Salamutu of France up against Amir Ahmed Bhatt of India. 6 hits each. They go to a shoot-off to decide who takes 7th place in the P3 25-meter pistol SH1 event. Gong still the man to catch in this final. 16 hits to his name. That's 4 more than Singh and David, both on 12 hits. But now it's all about Salamutu and Bhatt. Highest score will stay in the competition. Simple as that. If it's level, we go again with another shoot-off series.
Attention.
Here we go. First blood to Bhatt. Bhatt increases his lead. It's now 2-0 in this shoot-off series over Salamutu of France. Miss for Bhatt, hit for Salamutu. The Indian just has a 1-hit lead now in this shoot-off series. They both miss, so it's the same situation. If Bhatt scores now, if he hits now, he will remain in the competition and eliminate Salamutu. He misses, they both miss. So it is 2-1 in the shoot-off. Bhatt does enough to fight another day. It does mean that Ramalingam Salamutu of France will take 7th place. His first final at a World Championship, so it's his best finish at a World Championship for the young man from France. Getting big applause from the spectators here in Lima. And a quota place for his country in the process, as announced there by Philip, our announcer here. So congratulations, and you can probably hear the big cheers from the French in the crowd there. A quota place for Paris, France 2024 Paralympic Games going to France there. 6 athletes remaining now. Gong is still the man to catch, 4-hit lead, but we're looking at 6th place now. Bhatt is there, 6 hits to his name. 4 behind Kim in 5th place, who's 1 behind Dennis Suk in 4th, who's 1 behind David, and Singh in 2nd. So Bhatt has it all to do again now to stay in this competition.
Attention.
Singh and Dennis Suk getting hits there, their first shot in Series 6. And there's a hit for Bhatt, which he really needs. Oh, there's a 3 difference between Bhatt and Kim, so he won't be able to make that up. Kim now moves on to 11. Bhatt stays on 7. And 7 is the final number for Amir Ahmed Bhatt. World number 4, competing in his first final at a World Championship, so he has also recorded his best finish. Amir Ahmed Bhatt of India. Big applause, big noise from the crowd here. There he is, 6th place in the P3 25-meter pistol SH1 mixed event here in Lima. And an embrace with his coach. And we now have just a handful of athletes remaining, 5 of them in this final. Gong is still there leading the way. A 4-hit lead over Singh and David, tied in second. Sorry, that was the last one. It's updated again. Gong now 3 hits ahead of Singh. Singh's in second place outright now. Denny Suk 1 hit behind in third place. 1 hit ahead of David, who's on a total of 13 in fourth. And 2 behind is Kim, defending world champion, in the danger zone of 5th place. So we're on Series 7 now.
Attention.
Only miss there coming from Singh of India in Series 7. No misses for Kim or Denny Suk after 2 targets. Three out of 3 now for Denny Suk. Four out of 4 for Denny Suk. Kim is 1 behind David. And Kim misses, David hits. So it does mean that Kim, the defending world champion, is leaving the competition in 5th place. The world #1, Kim Young-nam, took gold at Al Ain last year. 5th place here in Lima, the world #1, leaving the competition. So it just shows you anything can happen in these competitions. We have a mix of, well, a lot of experience out there, but there are some athletes competing in their first final at a world championship. So we can talk about quota places. Looks like Gong and Singh are confirmed. We did have Selamutu announced for a quota place earlier, but doesn't look like that's matching the graphics on the screen there. Right then, 4 athletes remaining. Series 8 now. David in the danger zone on 15 hits, 1 behind Singh. A really important hit for David. Singh also hit those, so that 1 hit difference remains. Denny Suk is on 18, 1 ahead of Singh, 2 ahead of David. Gong still the leader, 2 ahead of Denny Suk. Oh, Singh hits, David hits, so still no difference there, but with another miss for Denny Suk, it does mean that David's behind. 1 hit behind Denny Suk now. Singh moves ahead of Denny Suk, so it's David and Denny Suk. 1 hit difference. A miss for each, so Denny Suk will survive, and it will be Christina David of Hungary leaving the competition next. Took bronze in the P2 at Al Ain World Championships last year, and she secures 4th place in this P3 event here at the Lima 2023 WSPS World Championships. Went down to a final battle there with Denny Suk, but Denny Suk held firm to remain in the competition. Just a 1 hit difference in the end. David was looking to push for a shoot-off. We didn't get it. We've had our fair share of shoot-offs in this final today. Looked like we had a strong chance of another one there, but it didn't materialize. David leaving the competition in 4th place. So, there you can see our final 3 athletes. It's Denny Suk currently in the bronze medal position, 1 hit behind Singh in second. Singh is 3 hits behind Gong in a top spot. He's been there for what feels like since the final really got going. Also securing a quota place for the United States of America. Two hits for Singh so far in series 9, one behind Gong, who hasn't hit yet in this series. Denisyuk is now one hit behind Singh. And Gong restores his lead to 2 hits now. Still 1 the difference. Denisyuk needs to hit, and he needs Singh to miss to force a shoot-off. Singh misses, Denisyuk hits, so we do have a shoot-off. 21 hits each, Singh and Denisyuk. Meanwhile, Gong is on 24 hits. He's fine. He'll be going into the potential final series for the gold medal, but for now, we've got to decide who takes that bronze. A shoot-off will decide it between Singh and Denisyuk. Denisyuk, world champion from Sydney 2019. Singh, world number 3. Had a big year, 2 World Cup medals in Croatia this year. They go to a shoot-off on 21 hits each. It's a shoot-off for the bronze medal. And a chance to remain in the competition and battle it out for the gold. Singh takes an early lead in this shoot-off series. It's 1-1 now. A miss for Singh, a hit for Denisyuk. 3 more to go, 3 more targets. Both hit, so it's 2-2. 2 more to go. Oh, and a miss for Singh, a hit for Denisyuk, who now leads this shoot-off series at 3-2. Just needs to hit again to remain in the competition. Which he does. He survives to shoot another day, and it does mean that the bronze medal goes to Nihal Singh of India. World number 3, first medal in a world championship, and he has secured a quota place for India for the Paralympic Games Paris 2024 as well. So a great day for Nihal Singh and India. The second quota place has gone to Gong as well of the United States of America. Earlier on it was announced that Salamutu of France took the quota. I listened to the announcement. Probably shouldn't have, it turns out, because that was incorrect information. So the quota places from this event do go to India, USA, Cuba, and Great Britain, we believe, from outside of the final. So let's talk about our final 2 finalists now. Gong and Denisyuk. 3 hits the difference. 1 more series remaining now, unless another shoot-off is required. It's the 2019 world champion Denisyuk up against Gong of the United States of America. Here we go. A 3 hit difference. One. Oh, 2 misses there. Gong just needs to hit 1 more now to secure that gold. Which he does with 2 targets remaining, a 3-hit difference. It's Gong's gold. And there we have it. The scores have not updated on your screens yet, or my screen, so not sure on the final totals, but I can tell you for sure that Gong has the gold medal. There we go, 26 hits was enough in the end, a 2-hit difference. Gong Yan Zhao of the United States of America securing a gold medal. He is the new world champion in the P3 mixed 25-meter pistol SH1 event, also securing a quota place for the United States of America for the Paris 2024 Paralympic Games. Pretty good day's work, all right? For Gong of USA. Our medalists embracing each other now. Dennis Yuk and Gong, you can see there. And they'll now gather for the cameras. And our announcer, Philip, will take us through them one by one again for the audience here in Lima and for you at home as well. The bronze medal goes to Nihal Singh of India, also securing a quota place as well. The silver medal, representing Ukraine, Alexei Denisyuk. And the gold medal, the new world champion, representing the United States of America, is Gong Yan Zhao, and a quota place for his country as well. So, that's it for the P3 mixed 25-meter pistol SH1 event here at the Lima 2023 WSPS World Championship. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. Thank you very much for joining us. And we're not done yet, I should tell you. We have one more final to go here on day 1 in Lima, and it will take place at 6:45 p.m. local time here in Lima, Peru. So our stream will start around about 10 minutes before then, and it will be the R4 finals. So do join us again later on for that. But for now, thank you very much for being here for this final with us in Lima, Peru, and we'll see you soon at the next one.